All right. Welcome to this week's Epic Alpha Leadership Live Show. I'm Stacey Rasky, and I'm so excited for today's super juicy topic. But I mean, goodness, that's every week, right? That is every week. So, where are you joining live from today? Pop that in the comments. I always love because we are in all the places. We've got the Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, all the good stuff. So let me get over all the tech figured out here. So yeah, like I said, comment where you're joining from today. You know, I'm not always able to see everyone. Some of the comments get missed. I always go back through. My team goes back through. So if I don't see it, don't worry, I'll get to it. Of course, I always save time at the end to answer any questions. And so be sure to comment, ask those questions. If you're watching the replay, hit #replay, pop those questions in. If you're on YouTube, be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. If you enjoyed today's content, we are talking your missing piece for epic success and impact. And I see this across the board all the time. You know, we've been talking in my amazing Divine Femme Alpha Facebook community. We've been talking all month, time and energy management, and then all the things that get in the way. And honestly, it is amazing to me how often this one piece is missing from everything that we do. It's missing from how we manage our time and energy. It's missing so often from the programs that the women come to me. They're like, I've done this program, I've done that program, I've done the sales coaches, I've done the healing gurus, I've done the business coaches and strategists, I've done all these I've built my funnels, I've done all these things, I've got an amazing team. And yet this one piece is missing. It is mind-blowing. So we're going to get into, obviously, what that missing piece is, all the different ways it's showing up that you don't have this missing piece or don't have this piece included, and of course, what to do about it. But before we get into all of that, right? A little bit about me. I'm Stacey Rasky, best-selling author, speaker, badass biker chick, and Iraq War veteran. And of course, soulful success coach for alpha women leaders. I help amazing, ambitious, high-performing women founders and CEOs to shatter the invisible ceiling by unleashing their full potential, power, and purpose for greater visibility, impact, authenticity, and influential leadership so they can massively scale their empire. Because we're here to do big things, right? Here to do big things. So let's see here. Oh my goodness. We've got all kinds of, hey, joining from Seattle. Hey, sister. Hey, good morning. All right. Woohoo. Awesome. So what's the missing piece? What is the missing piece? Oh, and it's the end of September. We're going into the last quarter of 2020. Time has flown. Some people are like, this year is taking forever. It's just slow, right? Because of being in quarantine and everything's so weird. It's like the weirdest year ever. But you know what? We are heading into that last quarter. So that is why I'm bringing up today's topic, because this is exactly what needs to be brought in. If you want to rock 2020, close out the year, hitting your goals, no matter what the previous 9 months has been for you, this missing piece is the answer to the epic success and impact you are called to make this year right now absolutely needs to be a part of what you're doing, right? Absolutely. So, like I said, one single most important piece. This must be included in all things that you do for you to reach and sustain. That's the most important thing. Sustain epic level leadership and success, because as high performing women, as high performing leaders, someone can teach you a strategy. Someone can teach you the steps to do something, and you are totally going to be able to do it. You are totally going to be able to do it. No problem. And the challenge is, right? That's part of that performance piece. The challenge is you can do all the steps, but if you're not actually adopting it into the truth of who you are, once you get what you desire, the sabotage is going to happen, or the old habits are going to creep up, or you're going to go right back to doing things the way that you were doing it before, because it's someone else's way. I talked about that a lot in my Hire Your Inner Rebel training. So that's always a good one to check out, because, we end up outsourcing. So we learn something and it doesn't fully feel aligned. So again, this is why we're not able to sustain long-term the success that we desire. Once you get it, this is a lot of the sabotage after success. This is also why quite often we struggle to find that good fit in systems, strategies, and really having everything simplified and aligned in our business, and just who we are being, how we show up as a leader. If this is not a part of it, and we've got to not only make sure this missing piece is incorporated, but we've got to lead with it. All right. Who wants to know what the missing piece is? Duh, right? That probably sounds crazy with the microphone. Drum roll, please, right? What is the missing piece? Probably to a certain degree, no surprise. It is you. That's the missing piece. You are missing in all the things, in the strategies, in the systems, in the time management, in the self-management. Everything has turned into all being external and not necessarily a reflection of the truth of who you are, and not bringing you into those things. And you can be massively, massively successful and still have the soul of who you are, the truth of who you are, disconnected from what you've created, the business you've created, the systems that you're using, the team that you have. There's, as I'm always saying, that wall, that internal wall that blocks us from accessing that true, full, amazing, authentic part of ourselves. And we've got to unlock that, unleash that power and confidence, and bring it forward for that influential leadership and that amazing, epic impact and success. And I literally have got like all these cameras. I'm like, I keep looking at the wrong camera. It's so funny. Oh, it's so funny. So leading with you is the most important and vital piece. And so I'll really break down what that is, why we're struggling, and obviously how to fix it. So, it leading with you, because it all starts with you. So when you are not a part of what you're doing, and I'm talking all of you, as we are always discussing, right? Like, yes, it's you who created the vision for your business. But if all of you, all the whole, full, amazing, powerful you was coming, being brought forward, the visibility would not be a challenge. The confidence wouldn't be a challenge. The fear of rejection, fear of success, all of that stuff would not be an issue. So when it is an issue, that is why, it's why we keep hitting those stuck points. It's why we're not going bigger. So If you are in that place that you know without a doubt, you desire greater visibility, greater authenticity, greater impact, right? You basically are like, I know I'm ready to go bigger. I can totally go bigger. I need to give me a second here. And there we go. Fixed. All right. Had to fix that. Yay for tech issues. All right. So you desire more. You know you're capable of more. You're ready to go bigger, do all those things, right? There's all of that part of you that is still untapped. Still untapped. You know, that is, you're not leading with that part of yourself. So there you go. That's why the sabotage happens after success. Not going bigger, not having that greater visibility, because there's still parts of you that are locked away. You know, we're leading with the idea of the vision and the visibility, but we're not unlocking ourselves. You know, all the challenges saying, okay, I'm building my business. I have all these amazing strategies. I have all these beautiful goals and visions. Oh, but now I'm stuck. Now I've plateaued. Now I've hit the invisible ceiling. Now what? Too often we do the mindset work after, and yet success is 80, 90% mindset, right? All the gurus will tell you, all the people, it's all of that inner work is your success. But we do all that external stuff, the offer, the strategies, the team, the systems, the whatever it is outside of us, and then think, oh, but wait, now it's not working, or I hit the plateau, I hit the invisible ceiling, whatever it is. Okay, why am I stuck? Oh, I'm sorry. That's because I've not infused myself into all of these things that I'm doing. So we get sucked into those traps that have us avoid going bigger, being more visible, being more authentic. You are that missing piece. Now, when you know you need to go bigger and are struggling for more visibility, more confidence, right? Now we're saying, oh, I see where in my journey to success, I skipped a few steps. So now we've got to go back, in a sense, to address that foundational piece. We're not going backwards in terms of our momentum. We're just saying, hey, I've got to look at a lower, more important foundational piece to fix this symptom that I'm seeing in my business, in my success. So have you hit that point in your journey where you are seeing, you're like, okay, I need to go bigger. I am called, I've got this amazing, epic purpose, but you see yourself, right? The little inner critic chimes in and says, wait, but what if whatever, right? Any of the what if train. And you know, you are a great leader. You are called to do amazing, epic things. And yet you feel like the impact isn't being made just yet, right? It's just not quite happening yet. Oh my gosh. Of course, the lawn people are right outside. It's so distracting. So if you hear the noise in the background, I apologize. It's the joys of living in Florida that, of course, you have no control over when the lawn people come, because it's all based on weather. And they're literally right outside the window. And I'm like, can you guys go another? They're like, nope. Like, thanks. So they're outside weed whacking and blowing the leaves. So that's why I'm like a little off here. Great. The joys of being live, right? It's all good. And here he is. Literally blowing outside the window. It's all good. So you've struggled. If you've been really active over this last month following the content, we've been talking all things time and energy management, right? All things. So, oh my God. Okay. I think we're good. No more leaf blower. That's why I was a little like, for a little bit of the first of this, So whatever, it's all good, right? Okay, you can't hear anything on your end. That's awesome. That's really good. That means my new microphone is being amazing, and all it was distracting me and taking away from my lovely performance today. That's okay. All good. So, like I said, we've talked all things time and energy management through the month of September. That is one of those big things. I'm always talking about, when it comes to time and energy management, you've got to work with yourself, not against yourself. And that is the place where so often I see so many of you not starting with you when it comes to your time and energy management, whether it comes to not prioritizing your routines to make sure you are filling your cup, the energy, the mindset, all of the things that you need to do for you in order to have the time and the energy available to complete all the things, right? Because the old way of self-managing or time managing is do for everybody else, do for the business, do all of that. And then if there's anything left, that goes to you, but rarely, right? And who's the first person you cancel on, right? When you're maxed out on time and energy, you, right? So that is the biggest trip up, where we're not bringing ourselves into our time and energy management and prioritizing, not just prioritizing what you need to do for you, but just having you in your calendar, period. And then also asking yourself, is this stuff that's aligned with me? Am I saying yes to my goals? Am I saying yes to stuff that's important to me? Can I say no to this because it's not aligned? Right? You're not checking in with yourself, where you've got to lead with you when managing your time and energy. It's the same thing with the toxic hustle, right? When we are in that place of, we're always talking about more feminine flow, balancing out the masculine energy with more feminine energy. And, we like the idea of it. We like the idea of it, but it's got to be done in a way, again, where it's balanced, but it's also done in a way that feels good for you. That's why I see so many of you aligned with me and my content and the way that I talk about feminine, because we're not going woo, we're not going flowy, we're not going frilly, and we're just talking practical ways of incorporating more feminine energy in to balance out the masculine. We're not turning off the masculine, we're empowering the masculine for safety. So this is where that balance piece with your energy is so important, to start with you, because you've got to understand with yourself, where are the challenges? Where are the stories, right? How I'm always talking about the old programming. Where are the old stories that tell you have to stay in masculine energy? Or where's the trauma that has created an imbalance or a rejection of our divine feminine? Where's their trauma that's affected our masculine energy and needing to create a sense of safety, internal safety? Where have we had those hurts that have led to a lack of boundaries, a lack of balance? Like, that's the stuff where we need to lead with you in order to understand how to fix the problem, which it's not a problem, but obviously to shift what's not serving you at the highest level in order to reach your next level of goals, right? So we've got to shift what it has gotten us to where we are, but to go to that next level, you got to shift some things. So we've got to start with you. You have to be the leading focus of your healing journey, your transformation journey, your success, your goals, your vision, your time, your energy, your relationships, your business. So it's the same thing too. I was talking about like the strategies, right? Again, easy to do the stuff that someone prescribes you to do, but if it's not creating the ease or consistency that really supports you, the person, like I can't tell you how many programs I've joined and then I'm like, wait, this is not aligned for me at all. This is so complicated. There's so many steps. I got to put out a ton of money. for other stuff, for other services. And I'm just like, wait, what is this? This is terrible, because it's complicated. If I want more feminine energy to balance out my masculine energy, I need ease. I need flow, right? So super complicated tech, no good for me, because I know when I lead with me, I know what I need, and that helps drive the choices that I make, the strategies that I choose in my business. Super, super important. And this is the same thing when you think about any of the programs you've invested in before. If you've invested in programs, again, business coaches, strategists, consultants, sales, marketing, copywriting, grow your group, any of those things, it's only addressing one tiny, tiny, tiny piece. And none of those, they're usually telling you some cookie cutter thing. This is what works for me, so it's going to work for you. But that's forcing their stuff onto you rather than you leading with you and saying, okay, is this aligned for me? Does this feel right? Is this an area that is actually addressing the support that I need? Or have you invested in programs that are actually more about patching symptoms than addressing the root, because the root is you. So if you're not leading with you, if you're not incorporating that piece, it's missing. It's missing. And then the other challenge with some of those programs, they may be an amazing, amazing high-level program. But if you did all the stuff, you do all the steps, you do the time, you do the work, and it doesn't create the epic results that you thought you'd get, that's because every single one of those programs did not take into consideration you. You were the missing piece. Again, if it's cookie cutter, if it's prescribing what it is for you, because that way works for them, you're not included in that end result. So not all of it's going to be totally aligned for you, and that's why things are going to fall short. It's not going to feel really, really, really amazing, right? Because again, talking about more of that feminine flow and that feminine energy, we've got to follow what feels good. We've got to follow the pleasure. If we're constantly in this place of resistance, or if the strategy doesn't feel fully aligned or things are a little off, it can trigger doubt. And it can actually even trigger our inner critic and say, something's wrong with us. It should be working, right? They're teaching me the stuff. They're teaching me all the things. Why is this program not working? Drop program in the comments if you've done a course or program, you've done it, and you did the work. I'm not talking about the times you were like, okay, and you didn't do the work, right? We've all done that. We've all done that. Paid the $97 course and didn't actually do it, right? I don't mean that. I'm talking investing in a program that you're like, yep, this is it. This is amazing. You do all the stuff. You do the work and still don't feel like you get the results. That is because you were the missing piece. Leading with you is how you hold the strong boundaries, right? Because all those things are a reflection of you. Your boundaries come from you. If you've been following me for a while, right? We're always talking boundaries, and boundaries are that relationship with you. It all starts with you. But again, I see so many people coming to me like, wait, I have no time. I'm burned out, right? Like I'm at my wit's end. I have nothing left at the end of the day. Well, because everything's focused on all this external stuff, not you. You're not leading with you. It's how you elevate that trust, which again, remember, that's that beautiful feminine energy. Trust is feminine energy. We need to trust our team to be able to let go of control, right? To be able to say, okay, here, I'm delegating. I'm doing those things. You've got to be really clear and really balanced and really good with you. So let me check in with these. Oh, yes. Oh my God. The stories and the trauma, right? Very powerful about the stories and the trauma that create the rejection towards our divine feminine. Exactly. Exactly. Yes. Program. Yes. It is amazing how many women come to me and they've done these beautiful, amazing, high level programs, investing tens of thousands of dollars. And they're like, I got what I got out of it, but then we start working together and they're like, whoa, this is crazy, because that's the missing piece that we start with in my Divine Femme Alpha programs. Regardless of which success path you choose, which is just a fancy way of saying level of support. That's it. How much support do you need? Do you feel like you need to reach those high level goals and to do it quickly? So, but that's the difference. We start with you. So, number one, day one, you're not getting any sort of a cookie cutter process at all. We meet, we VIP session, we co-create your customized path to success based on your vision, your goals, obviously all the work you've done already. What are those missing pieces to unlocking that vision, that dream, those desires that you have, and allowing that into your world quickly? That's why my clients get such a massive success so fast. They lean in and they're like, wow, there we go. That was the missing piece. You were the missing piece. Building a success path, building a program based on you. That's what makes me so different from everybody else. There's it's not a set, hey, here's my methodology, boom, that's all you're doing. Yes, I have methodologies. Yes, I have secret formulas. But we start with you and how do we apply those things? And that's my zone of genius, is intuitively understanding based on your needs how to incorporate my processes, my methodologies, my success formulas into your life and your business so you get the fast results, the fast ROI. So that's the way that you're able to allow the epic leadership and the success in a super aligned way. It's amazing how all the women come in and they start doing way less. They are doing less. They are enjoying more. And the clients, the opportunities, the impact, the income, all the things happen quickly, like a light switch, because we're no longer focusing on that outside stuff. We're focusing on you. Again, the missing piece, especially as alpha women. So we're shifting away from coping, which coping is still strategies. A lot of those strategies are coping with a problem. They're strategies that are coping with how you're feeling, like numbing out, avoiding you, avoiding your power in all of those sabotage cycles, right? Yeah. Or still committing, mentally, emotionally energetic. You're still committing to all the work that needs to be done, even though you've given it away, right? We talked about that in some of the time and energy management stuff. I was like, and you're still drained because you're not disconnecting. But a lot of that coping too, like I said, is we're patching symptoms. We're looking at, okay, well, I'm not at that next level of just epic relationship, massive vitality and health. I'm not at that epic level of impact and ease where my business is working for me. So again, we just think something needs to change in offers, price points, strategies, marketing, messaging, something's off. More team, but it's not. The missing piece is you. So instead of worrying about any of that stuff. Together, we focus on leaning in, feeling the feelings, connecting to all of you to allow the greater ease, the flow, the alignment, stepping into your power and influence to create the impact you're called to make. So, so, so important, because it all starts with you. It all starts with you. And that's what's so different. Not only is the missing piece what we start with, which is you in co-creating your customized program, is you're getting the higher level of support than I've seen in any other program at this investment level. You have access to me. You have access to amazing high vibe, epic women community. You have multiple ways in which you can get support and accountability, so you can pick what is aligned for you. Some of the women really focus on the group sessions and the group calls. Some of the women love the private time and the private support. Some of the women love the weekly accountability options. And you don't have to do it all. That's the thing. There's lots of options because it's figuring out what's most aligned for you. Again, having a program and a system of support that's all about you. That feels good. And that's the missing piece. That's the missing piece. Because to reach that next level of success, impact, influential leadership, and really owning that beautiful, epic, divine alpha woman power and confidence that you have inside of you, the power, the purpose, the pleasure, and the prosperity that you are here to have, to be, to create, to do all of those things, it all starts with you. But again, something like that, when we're talking about reprogramming all the, adjusting all the programming, releasing those stories, healing the trauma, learning the lessons, shifting the healing the worthiness wounds of our inner child, healing our wounded woman, all of that stuff is you. That's the internal stuff, but it transforms your business, transforms your relationships, transforms your health, your life, all of those things. So if you would like to know more about how to get an invitation to work with me and see if one of those amazing customized success paths, support levels is right for you in the Divine Femme Alpha program, send me a private message and we will chat about what those next steps are for you. And for those of you who are watching on YouTube, be sure to like and subscribe. And if you love the content, be sure to turn on that notifications bell so you never miss an episode of my weekly Alpha Leadership Live show. And so let's go through and check out, see if we've got any of the questions here. Jessica, hey. All right. Hi, Joe. How's it going? Oh my goodness, the lack of ability to disconnect. Yes, 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 absolutely, right? That's the thing with up-leveling as leaders, as amazing, epic alpha leaders. It's so important. I'm always talking about that wall that blocks us from everything that we desire. Again, internal. This is why the missing piece is you, and we've got to work on that wall. And the biggest symptom of that wall is control, right? If we're not able to fully disconnect, if we're not able to trust, right? If we're not able to let go of the things that are not serving us, let go of doing all the things ourselves, even if we have an amazing team, if we're not able to let go, if we're still trying to control stuff, if we're overly invested in the outcome or results that we're trying to create, if we're not able to let go of any of that stuff, that's a control issue. And so that's the biggest contributor or sign of that internal wall. And so we've got to be able to release the control, and all of that's internal. That's all focusing on you. That's where we start in my programs. That's the most important thing. So where we start is working on that internal stuff. So then it opens you up to receive. We got to let go of control in order to receive what we desire. It's as simple as that. It's literally a formula. It is a formula. Oh, yes, right? Oh, all of what you say has been showing up over and over. I desire to change the story I've been living and talking about. Yes, amen, sister. It sounds like it is so time. Let me get this. I think I'm already, because here we go. Let's see. Yeah. Oh, Colleen, can't let go of the internal stuff. I know. Yes, absolutely. Stuck on the internal. Oh, yep. Cancel on myself constantly. Yes, absolutely. Right. Exactly. And this is that missing piece so much, is starting with you in everything that you do, right? All that internal stuff, I cannot say this enough, is not you. You are not the bullshit stories. You are not the programs. You are not the control issues. None of that is you. Those are stories, traumas, experiences, programming, generational patterns. All of that stuff is from outside. That's why the missing piece is you, right? Because everything that we've been functioning in, doing, and in many ways being, no matter how much success we have, if we are still being some of that external stuff that came in, right? The inner critic, it's the stories. The inner critic is not you. It's something that was learned and picked up. Usually it's someone else's voice. It's one of our parents, a teacher, whoever, right? Like it's somebody else. It's not you. That is the journey to quickly experiencing your next level of success, is starting with leading with you, unleashing you to basically shatter all that stuff, all that junk, the control, the programming, the generational patterns, the stories, the trauma, all the bullshit that's outside is shattered by unleashing you. Absolutely. Oh, I'm working on keeping promises to myself. Workouts 3 days a week, and I desire to feel better first, and then I can open, let's see here. 3 days a week, feel better first. Oh, yep, absolutely. Absolutely. I love that. I love that, right? Workouts 3 days a week. And honestly, instead of promising yourself to do it, just make it a non-negotiable. This has to happen, period, in order for these other things to happen. And so you schedule it in. You schedule that in first before you schedule anything else in. But also making it fun. You know what I mean? Thinking high-performing women, it's really easy for us to fall into the trap because of that, the stories, the trauma, and the programming, where we have a negative cycle with positive things. So we start turning it into, workouts are like, I have to do it. I need discipline, which if you ever saw, I'll have to do a video on it. I did a post, an email about why discipline is a lie. Discipline is bullshit. But that's a whole nother topic. But doing it in a way that's super fun, so you're looking forward to it. Don't do anything drudgery. Like that's why I just started going to this local yoga place that's just for women. It's total flow. Every time I go to a workout, it's so fun. It's high vibe. It's literally nurturing and nourishing me on every level because it's amazing women. Every class is different. They're so fun. I don't even realize I'm working out till the next day when I'm sore as hell like I am today because I did bar yesterday. So making it fun. So I'm inspired. I want to go, right? So that's how you add in that missing piece to your goal. Adding in more of you, what lights you up to ensure you actually follow through, right? Ensure that you actually follow through, starting with you. So I'm so excited for you. So excited. All right. We got a little long-winded today. It was so juicy. I know you guys are just absorbing all the beautiful truth bombs that I was hitting on today. And then we had this beautiful conversation here at the end. I appreciate you. I see you. I feel you. I hold space for you. And if, like I said, anything, all the stuff that I'm talking about, if you are ready to lean in at that next level, show up for you, starting with you for your next level of success, impact, influence, income, empire, radiating from a place of pure joy and authenticity, and really having the life, the loves, and the livelihood you absolutely deserve. Absolutely deserve. Oh, let's see here. What's this last one? Only working woman, and I am up prior to when I have to be because it's fun, right? I love it. I know I'm such a morning person now too. I used to never be. Never was a morning person. Never. Oh, I love it. So good. I'm so excited. Hey, Jessica, how are the resources? How are you doing with the resources and stuff with the book? I've been meaning to check in with you since you're here. Oh, I love it. Let's see. Awesome. So, okay. Enjoy the rest of your day. Stay tuned. Next month, October, is going to be major epic. We're doing all flow and feminine energy and all of that beautiful balance. So the flow, the freedom, all feminine energy in the month of October. So stay tuned for that juicy topics that we'll have, because you know it will be. So remember, as always, you are enough. Have an epic day. I will talk to you soon. And if it's time for you to take that next step, send me that private message and we'll chat and see what that looks like for you. All right. Talk to you soon.